Central Ohio's high school trivia tournament. Join us as bright young minds compete in a game of knowledge and intellect.
Production funding for In the Know is provided in part by American Electric Power.
And now, here's your host, Bill Shipman.
Hi there, thank you. Welcome once again to In the Know. We're down here at the Battelle Studios at WOSU at COSI, and we're awfully glad that you've joined us. Round of 16 action continues today with two very good teams. And our students are from Granville and St. Charles. Before we start In the Know, let's talk a little bit about how our game will be played. We'll have two halves of fast-paced toss-up questions with point values ranging anywhere from 5 to 20, and they will be in a variety of subjects. During the last 3 minutes of In the Know, all point values will be doubled, and a couple of times during the game we will have 0 to 90 high point value questions in very interesting subjects. Our judge for today's game is Manuel M. Wilson. And a salute to you too, Manny. And Manny's decisions concerning the validity of any answer given on In the Know will be final, and so good luck to two very good teams. Let us begin the first half of this round of 16 In the Know contest with this 5-pointer. In the United States, the postal abbreviation of which state is WA? St. Charles Phillip.
Washington.
Washington's good for 5. You're on the board. 20-pointer. In the dedication to his purposely unfinished epic satire, Don Juan, in 1819, St. Charles Zalalem, I know you're going there.
Byron.
Yeah, Byron, but not responsive. Okay, Lord Byron is not referring to the LA basketball team when he refers to all the Lakers as a group. Who are the Lakers to whom he refers in his dedication, Granville? They are the Lake Poets. All right, let us do this 20-pointer. Look at your monitor for the first time, students, please. And we're going to show you a 1923 painting simply entitled The Ear of Grain. Even though the grain is clearly not the only object on the table, the Catalan Spanish artist who created this painting is known for his work in sculpture and ceramics as well as for his paintings, and his work in surrealism is consistent. St. Charles Zalalem.
Mira.
Juan Miro, good for 20. All right, 15-pointer now, pencil and paper perhaps. In geometry, the diameter D of circle A is equal to the circumference of circle B. Find the radius of circle B. Granville Eric.
D over 2 pi.
Bingo, you got it for 15. Fast and accurate, well done. 10-pointer now. Identify the two, need them both, Central American countries whose names consist of 2 words. St. Charles Phillip.
Costa Rica and El Salvador.
That's both of them, good for 10. All right. We're going to do a puzzle person next, fellas, and what we will do is reveal portions of this person's face, give you some clues along the way, and see how quickly you can identify him. We're going to need you to name this famous American industrialist. All right? Here's your first clue for 40 points. In 1900, he gave inventor Nikola Tesla. St. Charles Zalalem.
J.P. Morgan.
Is it J.P. Morgan? Wow, that was fast. Nice stern look there from the rich guy. All right, let's do this 20-pointer. Which 18th century Italian Baroque composer who served as maestro di cappella to the exiled Queen of Poland is remembered for the 555 sonatas he wrote for the harpsichord? St. Charles Tyler.
Scarlatti.
Domenico Scarlatti. Nicely done. That's good. 15-pointer now. First produced in 428 BC. Name the play by Euripides in which a vengeful Aphrodite causes Phaedra. St. Charles Zalalem.
Medea.
Good try, no. The wife of Theseus to fall in love with Theseus's son that he had with the Amazon Hippolyta. There's your clue. Granville, Sam.
Oedipus Rex.
Good try. No, the play was Hippolytus. Hippolytus. All right, 20-pointer now. The music you're about to hear features a German composer. He's one of the biggies for 20 points. Name the composer or the piece. St. Charles Tyler.
J.S. Bach.
That is J.S. Bach, and that is a piece from the Well-Tempered Clavier. Let's do this 5-pointer. Which Herman Melville work, published in 1851, was based on the exploits of Mocha Dick, A whale that reportedly wrecked 7 ships. St. Charles Alalum.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick sounded a lot tougher than it was. All right, let's try this 10-pointer now. Which national park was the largest in the contiguous United States before the creation of Death Valley National Park in 1994 and remains the only one that extends into 3 U.S. states? Name the park. St. Charles Alalum.
Yellowstone.
It is Yellowstone. Good for 10. 10-pointer we go. In physical fitness, what device is used to measure a person's walking distance or footsteps? St. Charles Philip.
A pedometer.
A pedometer is good for 10. 10-pointer, pencil, paper might be necessary for this one. I need you to give me the coordinates of the midpoint of the segment with the given endpoints, -9, 2, and 5, 5. St. Charles Philip.
3 halves, 7.
No. So we're on the right track, but no. Eric.
-2, 3.5.
Perfect. That's good for 10. Nicely done. All right, 10-pointer. Look at your monitor again, please, guys. And we're going to have a word scramble this time around. We'll have a scrambled 8-letter word. And your clue is, where are we? St. Charles Alalum.
Columbus.
How about Columbus? That's good. All right. Here is a 10-pointer now. 10-pointer, which 5-letter term designates an abnormal growth of new tissue without physiological function. Granville, Tim.
Tumor.
Tumor is good for 10. All right, 0 to 90 now, guys. And your category this time around is going to be vocabulary. And we love these on this show. They are multiple guess tests, okay? So your first one is a 20-pointer. Here are your choices. You might want to write these down. Here are your choices. Benign, ineffable, or prolific. Which of these terms is a synonym for fruitful? St. Charles Stephen.
Prolific.
Prolific is good for 20. All right, 30-pointer now. Let's remove prolific from the list. Keep the other 2. We're going to add the terms banal, B-A-N-A-L, and venerable. Of the 4 total choices, banal, benign, ineffable, or venerable, which term is a synonym for commonplace? St. Charles Alalum.
Banal.
Banal is good for 30. 40-pointer now. We will remove banal from the list. We will add 2 choices. They are cryptic and robust. And of the 5 choices, you now have benign, cryptic, ineffable, robust, or venerable. Which term is a synonym for respected? St. Charles Alalum.
Venerable.
Venerable it is. Good for 40. You swept those. We move out of that category into this 15-pointer. Which phrase, including 2 verbs taken from Senate Rule 38 and popularized by the title of Alan Drury's 1959 novel, means the right to review negotiated treaties and major presidential political appointments? Heck of a good movie, too. St. Charles Alalum.
Recount?
Good try. No? Granville, want to give it a shot? That is advise and consent. Let's do this 15-pointer now, fellas. Name the second woman to be appointed to a U.S. presidential cabinet who resigned as Dwight Eisenhower's Secretary of Health, Education, and Welfare in 1955 in order to succeed her ailing husband as editor of the Houston Post. Her first names are Ovida Culp. Her last name is one of the 2 airports in Houston, Texas. Or a pastime. Ovida Culp, hobby. Hobby. All right, here's a 10-pointer. The music you're about to hear features an American singer, songwriter, and musician from Detroit. For 10 points, name the singer or the song. The male singer. St. Charles Tyler.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Ain't No Mountain High Enough is the song. You got it from the lyrics. That's Marvin Gaye, and methinks his cohort on that one was Tammy Terrell. Let's do this 15-pointer. Who was first tried for treason in Washington, Mississippi in 1807 after he was accused of trying to set up St. Charles Zalala?
Burr.
Aaron Burr is good, trying to set up a republic in the western United States. Here is a 20-pointer. Which word from the Latin for to be born identifies the former African province, Vasco da Gama, first sighted on Christmas Day, 1497, Granville, Austin?
Natal.
Natal, very good for 20 points. 15-pointer. Name Lyndon Johnson Secretary of Defense, who, in 1968, resigned in tears over the buildup of U.S. troops in Vietnam and the bombing of North Vietnam. He later headed the World Bank from 1968 to 1981. Name him. St. Charles Stephen.
McNamara.
Robert McNamara, good for 15. That's well done. 10-pointer, oh yes, pencil and paper, and you guys are going to be thrilled because it is a classic two trains question. All right, two trains, initially 250 miles apart, begin heading toward each other. If Manny's train is traveling at 45 miles per hour, and my train travels 10 miles per hour faster, how many hours will it be before our trains pass each other? Granville, Eric.
2.5.
2.5 is fast and accurate for 10. Well done. 15-pointer. After spending about $25 million of his own money, editor and publisher Steve Forbes withdrew from the race for the 1996 Republican presidential nomination after winning primaries in only 2 states. I need them both. Their nicknames are the Grand Canyon State and the First State. St. Charles Phillip.
Arizona and Delaware.
That's both of them. Good for 15. 15-pointer again, which we won't get to. That sound means that it's halftime. We'll double check the score, come back and meet our 8 students and their advisors right after this short break.
The top 4 teams of In the Know will receive scholarships to The Ohio State University. The Ohio State University Office of Financial Aid will award 4 scholarships to the championship team, 3 scholarships to the runner-up, and 2 scholarships to each of the semifinal teams in this year's competition of In the Know. And now, here's Bill Schiffman.
Rapidly paced game thus far. Our score at halftime, St. Charles 305, Granville 65, and we'll get right back to the second half of questions in this round of 16 in the No contest after we meet our 8 students and their advisors. First up for Granville High School.
Hi, I'm Sam Corrigan. I'm a junior at Granville High School. This is my 3rd year on In the Know, and I would like to thank Otto Lilienthal for giving his life for the cause.
I'm Austin Richards. I'm a junior at Granville High School. This is my 1st year on In the Know, and I would like to thank Her Majesty the Queen of England because she inspires me.
I'm Tim Goldenberg. I'm a junior at Granville High School. This is my 1st year on In the Know, and I'd like to thank Admiral Akbar for his astute observation skills.
Hello, I'm Eric Miller. I'm a junior. This is my 3rd year on In the Know, and I would like to thank stellar nucleosynthesis, without which I could not be here.
And having little or no control over his team's halftime presentation is the advisor for Granville High School. That's Gerald Holmes. We thank Gerald for bringing his squad down to our studios tonight and wish all 5 of them the best of luck during the second half of In the Know. First up now for St. Charles.
Hi, I'm Zalam Demir. This is my 4th year doing In the Know, and I'm a senior at St. Charles Prep. Hi, I'm Philip Hurst. I'm a senior at St. Charles, and this is my 4th year doing In the Know.
I'm Steven Sousa. I'm a junior at St. Charles, and this is my 3rd year doing In the Know.
I'm Tyler McMacken. I'm also a senior at St. Charles, and this is my 3rd year in the Know.
And the advisor for St. Charles is Alex Connor. We thank Alex for bringing his squad down to our studio this evening. Wish all 5 of them the best of luck during the second half on In the Know. Again, our score at halftime. St. Charles 305, Granville 65. Students, don't forget, last 3 minutes of In the Know, all point values will be doubled. We'll have a 0 to 90 along the way as well. Until then, good luck all, and let's begin our second half with this 5-pointer. In the United States again, the postal abbreviation of which state is FL. Granville Tim. Florida. Good for 5. 15-pointer. Identify the Italian-born composer who founded French opera and was influential in the court of Louis XVI during the 17th century. His given names are Jean-Baptiste, St. Charles Tyler.
Lully.
Jean-Baptiste Lully, that's very good for 15 points. All right, 10-pointer now. Identify the U.S. state whose largest national forest is named for Hernando de Soto, the 16th century explorer who became the first European. Granville, Austin.
Georgia.
Good try, no. Who became the first European to see the river St. Charles that shares its name, Zalala.
Mississippi.
Mississippi is good for 10. 20-pointer, look again at your monitor, fellas, please. You're about to see a 1624 portrait, St. Charles Zalala.
False.
Good try, no. Of Prince Vladislaus, the fourth of the House of Vasa. This prince went on to become king of Poland from 1632 until his death 16 years later. The artist who painted this portrait practiced the Baroque style of painting, and he was commissioned in the 1620s to do a portrait of Queen Mother of France, Marie de Medici. That might help you. For 20 points, name him, Granville. Generally painted women who would be described as a little zoftig. That's Peter Paul Rubens. Let's do this 15-pointer now. What is the Yiddish word for a collective settlement or collective farm found in Israel? That is a kibbutz. Let's do this 20-pointer. Identify the Boston physician who considered his greatest achievement to be an 1843 article on puerperal fever, alerting adults that better cleanliness during childbirth could save lives. He's better known for his 1858 poem, though, The Chambered Nautilus. St. Charles Zalala.
Holmes Sr.
Oliver Wendell Holmes. That's good for 20 points. Well done. All right, look out. It's Blast from the Past, featuring a toothless raptor perched atop a yellow #2 pencil. There he is. Nice smile. Thank you. We're going to need you to name this battle from U.S. history, all right? Your first clue is worth 40 points. There are many reasons why the British lost that day. The mud and the fog played their part, but a main reason they lost was due to the fact that they forgot to bring their ladders to climb the American earthwork positions. St. Charles Zalala.
Town.
Very good try, no. Granville, want to give it a shot before we go to the next clue? Tim.
Bunkerville.
Very good try. All right, 30-pointer now. At the beginning of the attack, most of the senior British officers were wounded or killed, including Generals Pakenham. St. Charles Zalala.
Saratoga.
Very good try, no. Gibbs and Keene. Granville. Again, think of the earthwork positions. All right, 20-pointer now. The battle took place in the war. St. Charles Stephen.
Battle of New Orleans.
Is it the Battle of New Orleans? Hence the earthworks up on the levee. Very good for 20 points. All right, 15-pointer now. Identify the opera by Wagner, whose title character, the child of Siegmund and Sieglinde, is raised by the dwarf Mime after his mother dies giving birth. Granville, Austin.
Siegfried.
Siegfried is well done for 15. That's very good. 15-pointer, pencil and paper. Listen carefully. In geometry, if the width of a rectangle is 1/5 the perimeter of that rectangle, then, in lowest terms, what fractional part of the perimeter is the length of this rectangle? Granville, Eric.
3/10.
Boy, you're fast. That's good for 15. All right, 20-pointer. The music you're about to hear features an Austrian, very prolific, influential composer of the classical era. For 20 points, name him or this piece. St. Charles Tyler.
Haydn.
Good try. No. Another Austrian, Granville. Austin?
Mozart.
That is Mozart, Piano Concerto 21 in C. Pretty piece of music. 15-pointer, name the American geneticist who received the 1946 Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine for his discovery that X-rays can produce mutations or sudden changes in genes. His given names are Herman Joseph. His last name begins with the letter M. Name him. Granville, Austin.
Mueller.
That is correct. Hermann Joseph Mueller. Nicely done. Good. 10-pointer. The name of a South American river between Argentina and Uruguay is Rio de la Plata. What is the English translation of this river name? Rio de la Plata. St. Charles Alala.
River of the Plain?
Nope. No. Granville? Sam?
River of the Earth?
No, it's River of Silver. River of Silver. All right, 0 to 90. We're going to have a word scramble for you guys. And your category is Eat Your Veggies. I think we know what all of these word scrambles will be now, don't we? Your first one's 20-pointer. It has 6 letters. The letters which you will soon see on your screen are U, N, P, R, I, Granville Tim.
Turnip.
Turnip is good for 20. We're on the right track. 30-pointer again, and Eat Your Veggies. 7 letters this time around. Here are your letters. H, P, S, Granville Sam.
Spinach.
Spinach, good for 30. 40-pointer last in the category. 8 letters this time around, guys. They are P, C, I, E, H, K, A, and another C. This one's a little tougher. Granville Tim.
Chickpea.
Chickpea, very well done. You guys swept all 3 of those. Good work. Let's move now to this 10-pointer. In astronomy, identify the planet of our solar system whose temperatures range from 801 degrees Fahrenheit to negative 279 St. Charles Tyler.
Mercury.
That would be Mercury, closest to the sun, of course. 15-pointer. Which name designating a plant cultivated for its showy flowers, usually in yellow, white, red, or purple, is given to the throne of both previous Emperor Hirohito and his successor, Granville Austin?
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum, that's good for 15. 15-pointer again. Look at your monitor, guys. And you're about to see the flag of a state located in the good old Midwestern US of A, St. Charles Tyler.
Minnesota.
That is Minnesota. Well done. 15-pointer. Which first lady was the youngest to be married, having done so at age 16? Being better educated than her 18-year-old husband, a tailor and future president, she tutored him, teaching him to write and do math and helping him improve his reading and spelling. Her husband became our 17th president, St. Charles Stephen.
Buchanan.
No. Nearly 40 years after their marriage, Tim.
Johnson.
That is correct. Eliza McCardle Johnson. Good. 15-pointer. Identify the youngest first lady whose husband, 28 years her senior, had as a family friend given her a baby carriage shortly after her birth and remained close as she grew up, becoming an administrator of her father's estate after his death. They married in 1886, a year after her graduation from college. When they married, he had already become our nation's 22nd president, St. Charles Alala.
Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland, and again was the 24th, of course. 15-pointer, pencil, paper. On your basic Cartesian graph, what is the equation of the asymptote for the exponential function y equals 4 raised to the x power? What is the asymptote for that? Granville, Eric.
Y equals 0.
Y does equal 0. Very good. All right. Less than 3 minutes to go in the game, fellas. All point values will now be doubled. Good luck, everybody. This question becomes a 20-pointer. What is 5 cubed? St. Charles Philip.
125.
125. Good for 20. 30-pointer. Confirmed by the U.S. Senate on October 16th, 2013. Who is the current U.S. ambassador to Japan? Caroline Kennedy. 20-pointer. The music you're about to hear features an American jazz vocalist with a vocal range spanning 3 octaves. One of the best scat singers of all time. Name her or this song. Hit it, Phil.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy
St. Charles Tyler.
Ella Fitzgerald.
That is Ella Fitzgerald.
since
Stormy
my
what?
man in
10-pointer. In the English alphabet, which of the 5 vowels rhymes with the most consonants? St. Charles Stephen.
E.
E it is. A little trick question there, 40-pointer. In medicine, the Ebola virus is named after a river located in which African country? St. Charles Alala.
Tanzania.
Good try, no. Close there by Austin.
Congo.
The Congo, good. 30-pointer. In Greek mythology, what was the name of the youth who fell in love with his own reflection? St. Charles Stephen.
Narcissus.
Narcissus, good for 30, 20-pointer. On November 20th, 2013, President Obama awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to 16 recipients, including which former U.S. president? St. Charles Stephen.
Carter.
Good try, no. Granville? Tim.
Clinton.
Bill Clinton's good for 20. 20-pointer again. First performed in 1957. Which Broadway musical featuring gangs called the Jets and the Sharks? St. Charles Alala.
West Side Story.
West Side Story, good for 20. 30-pointer. What is the capital of Maine? St. Charles Phillip.
Augusta.
Augusta, good for 30. 30-pointer. In geometry, what is the total degree measure of all of the interior angles within any quadrilateral? Granville, Eric.
360.
360 is good for 30. 20-pointer. At the beginning of the 2013-2014 regular season, what became the name of the NBA team playing its home games in New Orleans? St. Charles Phillip.
The Pelicans.
They are now the Pelicans, good for 20. 20-pointer again. What is 260 divided by 20? St. Charles Stephen.
13.
13 is good for 20. 10-pointer. Officially established in 1980, what is the title of the national anthem of Canada? St. Charles Phillip.
God Save the Queen.
Nope. Granville, Austin.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. 40-pointer. What is the specialty of a person? Won't get to that one, and thankfully no more singing from me. And that sound means that the game is over as our judge makes his final tabulation of the score. We'd like to let you know that the questions and answers used on this season of In the Know have been carefully researched and prepared by the always tonsorially coiffed staff of In the Know. By the score of 580 to 370, today's winners, St. Charles over Granville. We congratulate both teams on a game very well played indeed, and wish St. Charles the best of luck as they advance into the quarterfinals of the In the Know tournament. In the Know is a test of scholarship and quick recall, and both teams did a terrific job today with some very difficult questions. We appreciate your watching In the Know right here on WOSU Public Media, and join us again next time for another edition of In the Know. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Production funding for In the Know is provided in part by American Electric Power.
Everybody wants to be somebody, but nobody ever knows how to be me. Everybody wants to be somebody, but nobody ever knows.
Support for In the Know comes from American Electric Power. Nearly 19,000 employees working every day to provide reliable service to more than 5 million customers in 11 states. AEP.com.